Try something else. Give me a hammer.
With your bad evangelistic self and with all of your preaching exegesis and your ability to do hermeneutical exegesis and still don't minister with what is right at your gate, hollering and begging for relief. Jesus shifts and said, that's all right. Stage left comes in the next group of evangelists, but they don't look like evangelists. They don't wear the color purple. They don't look like fine linen. They've got short, mangy hair, and they don't absolutely speak the kind of want them to talk. They bark and they howl. They just get to the meat of the message. They go to the source of the problem. They don't give you no long outline, background history, culture of the time, exegesis and etymology of the word, break down phonetics and signs, transliterate and transmigrate, religiosity of the day and time. No. They get to the meat of the problem. Jesus sends the last shift to come in and care of the matter. He sends in the attitude of a dog, and the dog is only loyal to whoever it is. That's his master. He's not controlled by your denomination, your bishop board, your pastoral agenda, your church ethics, your church liturgy. All the dog wants to know is, show me Jesus. Lord, what will you have me to do? He'll say, oh, lick the sore. They run over and lick the sore. Israel knew what the dog meant. That dog meant that uncircumcised, low-down Philistine, that Gentile. That dog wasn't Fifi, Fidel, or Rover. They knew that dog meant that Philistine, that uncircumcised Philistine, that one that didn't come your way, that maverick, that backward person that we think God ain't going to use. Keep on walking by and watch God lift up in this last generation. Here come the dogs. Here come the dogs. Here come the dogs. Here come the dogs. Shout hallelujah. Shout hallelujah.
Father, let the seeds fall on good ground to those that hear this. In Jesus' name, bye.
Yeah, you know we out here. Do what we gotta do. We made it. We made it, chat. Let's go. Alright, well, the adventure begins for real now. Let's see what God got in store for us. Let's get it. Let's go. Just met my new Spanish grandma. She's feeding me, giving me drinks. Poco frio. And ¿cómo se dice later? ¿Cómo se dice later?
Poquito.
Poquito? Later?
Señora?
No.
No.
Later, like later.
You say
Will be hot. Like later will be calor.
tiene a little hot. A
little hot later.
Little. Oh. Y lady. Lady.
No, like
Lady is señora.
Senora. No.
Oh, sí, lady.
Senora Calor.
No, calor, calor.
Calor. No,
A little,
no.
a
A little hot.
A little hot.
So like, how do you say? ¿Cómo se dice? It will be hot tomorrow.
Poquito, calor.
A little hot.
Ajá.
But I was asking about tomorrow.
Poquito.
Mañana.
Mañana.
Yeah, a little hot. It's gonna be mucho. Oh no, poco calor. Mañana.
Too much.
Y
Too much.
y día later.
Oh, a little.
Why you keep saying a little? We've been having conversation, no cap, for like 30 minutes.
Who do you scribes and Pharisees? Y'all be indulging, blushing. Bitch come calling out lie, not making them happy. Man, you truly kidding me? Yeah, they bait to make you observe obsessed, but behind the scenes they doing nothing. Putting her in birds on you, but their fingers is empty just like they hearing. Yeah, yeah. What do you who be offending? Both so offending Christ. Better for a millstone tied around your neck. You know it's not gonna be nothing nice. Never be moved, not even in bad news. You gotta continue to stay upright. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's not good to be uptight and tight. Yeah, look, sitting on a few get angry, it helps a lot. Stay on the top of the hill like a city and shine bright. You know, just like a cop. Just speak so the anger and rejoice in the glory that you done boil out the pot. I receive honor not. You know, from men you cannot put your trust in them. They really cap a lot. They do not have the love God in them. They rather receive honor and glory from men than the one that comes from God and is perfect and the one that really is truly the beginning and the end. A true prophet receives honor not in his own country along with his kinsmen and household where he's spot. But thankful to God we can never look ashamed. Focus on Christ cause he's our rock. Knows how to plot, tend to ignore. Yeah, those truly do a lot. But you know walking in faith, focus on the Lord. Next thing you know they on the side, can't keep rock. Ooh, now I wanna stop there. You know I'm saying let's go there, yeah. Woman, y'all be just provocative, causing your brother to stumble. It's not fair, yeah, look. God is not pleased, do anything not done in faith is sent to you. You just be leading your brothers to evil, and I bet you didn't know that sin cannot be on you, yeah, look. Go read Ezekiel, he will tell you chapter 3 verse 18 and make sure you go read the full thing too and make sure you don't let anything else deceive you, yeah. It's on the rods, gentlemen, you need to go plug out your eyes. Not literally but figuratively, lower your gate, cause the horn strange woman will lead to the dark. Hell and destruction never satisfies, neither will it be with a man's eyes. Everywhere you look, a strange woman wearing something pertaining is trying to lead to the lie. Yeah, coverage up off her lips and like honey, her mouth is a deep, it goes straight to her tummy. And those that are whole by the Lord, you will fall in and you gonna find me sunny.
Just so y'all be like, oh, we going downstairs. Alright, so God gave you certain characteristics and talents, etc., to use for his kingdom and his glory. You get what I'm saying? So there was like a post I seen the other day that was like, God's gonna make you attractive to post thirst traps or go have sex and do things that feel good and do what you want to do. It's to attract souls to his kingdom, right? He didn't give you a friendly personality to go be flirty and basically just do what you want. So long story short, if you're not using what God gave you to do what he wants and to advance his kingdom and for all for his glory at the end of the day, then clearly you're doing something wrong and you're on the path of destruction. You're going on the path of destruction, you know what I'm saying? So it's important that along this journey, yo, please, like, ask God to show him, like, what did he give you? Like, what's your talents? Like, what, like, unique things, special things did he give you? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at yourself, like, look at how he created you, because, you know what I'm saying, his children were fearfully and wonderfully made. So it's like, how can these things that I got, like, be used for his kingdom and his glory? And that should be, like, the purpose about it, because it's not yours at the end of the day, remember, because everything is God. So he gave it to you, or you got it, or you have it, because it's for him to use and for him to use for his glory. You get what I'm saying? So please get out your own way, get out your own feelings, get out feeling good and doing what you want to do with what you think you got, because nothing is yours. We don't got nothing.
My contact will go from here.
I bet.
Yeah.
So,
But
see,
that's actually the best content quality wise.
you sure?
Yeah.
I feel like it can always be better, but everybody's
Visually.
different. Everybody,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Everybody's
Yeah,
different. It's
editing.
however it needs to be. And you were speaking a lot of
Yeah.
truth and fact, and I know that would inspire a lot of people at the same time. But
No, just for you, I know you're a creator, man. But
Right.
yeah, let's count. Yeah.
thank you, bro. I appreciate it. So anyway, so like it's like literally just long and short. 'Cause we're about to cap right now because he has to go. So literally just talk to him and he'll keep growing. He's going to show you how to do everything. He's going to step you step by step because he's going to walk you through it in any way, and he's going to grow your relationship how it needs to be. So final cap question then, you can have any other thought. Let's have a little fun one though. So don't say it just because, but would you prefer a God-fearing woman or non-God-fearing woman? In your eyes, like
God-fearing woman.
I knew he was gonna say that, but in your eyes, it could be like some people will say non-God-fearing because they feel like they can change them to a God-fearing woman, and they would want them to be themselves first. I don't know if that would be the same thing with you, or would you initially just want straight up to be a God-fearing woman, and why? And why?
Naturally, I would want a God-fearing woman.
Right.
You know, it helps when it comes to compatibility and alignment in relationships. It's a good starting point. So.
And why though? If you want to give like one specific reason, it's like what's that key thing that would why somebody should have a God? Why us men should be going after a God-fearing woman and not just another?
That's just
harlot on the streets.
Yeah, that's God's union.
Right.
I mean, man and a woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
I'm gonna leave you with a little key last thing. It's just literally why I feel like the most why we need to obviously because. If they're of God, you know what I'm saying, you don't got nothing to worry about. Clearly, that's like one of the biggest key things. You don't got nothing to worry about because you're not. It's like even if you're a God-fearing man, they still got nothing to worry about because you're not even trying to not cheat on them or do nothing to them. You're scared of God. You're scared of what God's gonna do. So you already got them locked in.
When it comes to her faith and where you're going, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right. And if she's always worried about,
still have those problems.
Exactly. It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
It'll give you grace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Having a God-fearing woman will give you grace when life. Gives you those hurdles. You'll be able to hop over those hurdles. And with alignment.
And because God is guiding you and directing you all through it, you'll know how to get through it and know how to keep elevating. You won't be stuck in those problems.
And you can trust your partner.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'll say always trust God. You always trust God. God says, curses he who trusts in man.
Yeah,
so.
but when it comes to, when you're going through those times,
I understand what you're saying,
you'll be able to trust him because you're with a faith-based individual.
Right.
Or somebody else who hasn't been able to rely on God and maybe hasn't been at that point.
That's a fact.
In their life.
They don't know what to do and they don't have that rely on, so they end up stuck. And that's why we see all that we see now. My brother, I appreciate you.
They'll definitely resort to different measures.
For sure.
All
right,
man.
another good one, great one. Hey guys, it's probably here again, and we're with?
Nara. I grew up Buddhist, but I'm more spiritual now. Yeah.
Okay. So have you heard about Jesus in certain ways? Or sometimes?
Yeah.
And what do you think about when you hear that he's the way, the truth, and the life? What does that spark in you?
I think Jesus is trying to lead people to the right way. To lead them to more spiritual way to have to live their truth.
Exactly.
Yeah, not evil way.
Okay, understood. Glad.
Yeah.
So, sorry, it's so loud, Loki. But that is 100%. I'm so glad you actually said that because you know what it is too? So, he is the way, the truth, and life, right? He's the only one that can get us into heaven when it's all said and done. And guess what? He knows you better than you know yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? So, even Buddha himself said that he didn't know the full truth. You get what I'm saying? So when Jesus said he's the only way, the truth, and the life, and he knows you better than yourself, he knows what's going to make you exactly happy in the best way. It's the same way I'm talking to you, it's the same way you can talk to God. He wants you to be like a best friend to him. He wants you, but you know how they show it sometimes? They make it seem all boring and like confusing, and they try to force it on you.
Yeah.
When God's like, no, I literally just want a relationship with you. So that's what I'm saying. When he sees you're actually interested in that, then he will literally push forward and let you and give you what you need. You know what I'm saying? He tells you don't have to worry about anything. He literally tells you don't worry about tomorrow. For tomorrow, worry about itself. Worry about today. So every day you go.
Worry about at the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you have to do that and you're walking with God, it's like, God, what do you need me to do now? And then like he has everything else covered. So why do we waste time chasing money and going after our career and doing all this when God's like, I have it figured out for you already. You know what I mean? And I want to make you your best self. Just spend time with me and watch how I do it.
I think we can chase money. We can chase a lot of things, but it's all about balance, you know?
Right.
Because we need money
We do.
just for daily living, but we don't need much money to like crazy amount of money. So I think we should find happiness from little things that daily we are living in.
Right.
Yeah, that's just how I live.
So if you had to choose one though, what would you think is more important? Money or faith in God? Remember, God does everything.
Faith in God.
Okay.
Straight up.
Straight up. See, you said it just like that. You see what I'm saying? Because look, if you have faith in God, you could.
Once you have God inside you, like
through the Holy
radiate
Spirit
from your inside within yourself, money gonna come through, you know?
Exactly,
So,
and according to His will,
Yeah.
or even not, because sometimes you could have no money, and God could literally give you that house. God could give you that building if He wanted to. You get what I'm saying?
just pray it. You know,
Just
just
pray.
ask it. You know.
Just ask it and
Yeah.
spend time with him. Because same
Yeah.
way if like you
and put
actually
into action too.
exactly,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? You got it already. Because that's all it is. Because say if you ask me for $1 and I would expect you, and I give it to you, I would expect you now to like maybe it would make you feel good to want to get to know me more and things like that. That's the same thing God does. His goodness brings us to repentance. When you pray to God and he does good things to you, he expects now like, okay, I would expect you to get closer to me and let's hang out more, like let's get to know each other better. And then because he knows you better than he knows yourself,
Yeah.
he knows what's going to make you happy. He knows what's going to bring you peace besides what we think it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he's trying to give you that full experience. You get me?
Yeah.
That was cool?
I got you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. One more time, your name?
Nada.
Nada. Okay, that's so unique. But thank you, Nada. I appreciate you.
You're
Have a good
welcome.
day, all right? All right, guys. Oh, let me just fix this. All right, guys, what's good? I'm here with
Chris.
Chris. Yeah, this is Chris right here.
Yeah.
And I'm AJ. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So my brother Chris right here. So let me first ask you, when did you get to Cali?
Around 2016 actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
so you've been here. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
from New York. This is
here.
my first day here, actually.
Your first day in
Yeah.
LA? In LA?
Yep. Yep. I'm out here spreading Jesus in a great and mighty way. I'm starting now. I was doing it a little bit, but now I'm doing it in a more explosive version. You know what I mean? But I want to have before I get into that, I want to have a little more fun with you because you seem energetic. You want a good one. So, bro, are you familiar with Jesus in any way?
With
Just
what?
like just Jesus in any way.
Yeah, I do. I went to Catholic high school.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you know. So, bro, tell the brothers all right here. Would you prefer a God-fearing woman or a non-God-fearing woman? Are you married right now? Should I ask you that?
I'm not.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Here. And you know why I ask that too? Before you even answer,
Yeah.
I say that because sometimes people will say non-God-fearing because they feel like they can eventually make them God-fearing, you know what I mean? Or change them to be God-fearing, but they want them to at least be fully themselves first. But would you want it like that, or would you just want a God-fearing woman off the bat? And why?
I think your first
Big dog.
opinion really catch me on that.
Mhm.
But because since like I only came here like since like high school,
Right.
in my junior year, so I only took like Catholic education for like 2 years,
Right.
Because I went to private school in Oregon.
Okay.
But like ever since that, I didn't learn anything about Jesus anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Because in
Did you
college,
want to?
because in college, I didn't get time to go to church. But in high school,
Right.
I went to like church every Sunday with my host family.
Right.
It's like my guardians.
Right. I understand. Right.
Encourage me to socialize with people in church.
Right.
And, they are like all people they know, and they introduce me to everybody. But right now I don't really see a chance about it.
Okay.
I don't really see a chance about it.
I understand what you're saying. That's so perfect that you said that, bro, because that is actually so perfect that you said that. Because you know why it happens a lot of times, why we don't see change, or we do at one point? Because that's why I was saying a lot of times too, because in some way, going through this for a little while, it would eventually become boring or kind of forced on you because of not more so you, but it's because of who's teaching it. And I understand people get tired. I understand it becomes a tiring thing sometimes and so on and so forth. But then it can kind of become repetitive and a routine. And when that happens, it's not a real new spark anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you keep doing that, it turns into just, okay, like we know this already, like we're used to this already. Now it's just a kind of thing that we just do. It's not a thing that like something's always new, something always grasping. But you understand, but like God's watching all of that the same time, you know what I'm saying? So he sees your heart and my heart too. He sees when you're truly, genuinely interested. You know what I'm trying to say? So when he sees that, that's when he's fond of it. You know what I mean? He'd be excited, and that's when he's like, okay, now I want to give you a new revelation. Now I want to show you this. Now I want to show you that. But when you're actually going to receive it and like you're actually going to take it at a ready position, and so it can keep growing from there. But that's why he tells us to guard our heart so much, so we don't become dull or we don't drift off in that access. You know what I mean? So I believe what happened with you at the same time, it was like you were on fire for it, and then it kept going, and then certain things maybe started feeling forced, and then it's like it started to be a repetitive thing. They kind of started getting a little bored of it, not like in a bad way, but like it happened to all of us. It happened to me too, you know what I'm saying? It started happening in a way that's just didn't feel natural as much anymore, you know what I mean? So that's when the change was. You know what produced the real change? When you're really interested in something. You know what I'm saying? It's like video games or whatever you're interested in. When you're actually interested in something, you put more time in. Like you're really invested into. You're absorbing everything about it. And it's not that you're not absorbing things about it too, but it becomes like you can't wait to do this thing again. So your mind is more focused on it, and it's more changing it and drasting it. Like we're supposed to renew our mind, it's more changing it to be more accustomed to that thing because you're so interested in it. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That happens to us with a lot of things. So when I learned, one of the key things I learned that we need to start doing nowadays is finding those key interest moments. You know what I'm saying? So for one, that was with me was a while ago when that really got me back into that key interest moment was anytime I would of course start praying to God again, right? And how I pray, just same way I'm talking to you, it just be like talk to him, and as you continue to grow, you learn the more scriptures, you start to memorize them more, and then as you naturally pray, those will start flowing out. But before all of that, all you have to do is talk to him. So when you do that, it's like, God, I want a greater desire. Like, just be honest with him. Always. Remember, he loves the honesty. He hates anything fake. So when you're just honest, you're like, God, I just want to have a greater desire, to have a desire for you. Like, nudge me in the ways that I should go. So when he, like, sometimes when you feel that nudge to maybe go read your Bible or, like, go do something for God, I would have had, like, now I would not just go read for like an hour or so or do what I had to do. I would actually now set a timer and be like, okay, I feel like I can genuinely give you 10 minutes or 5 minutes. But I know in that 5 or 10 minutes, I can genuinely sit down, lock in with you, and just like love your word and just read it like a little child and just believe everything that's being said and just talk to you and just have a great time. Because if I do it any longer than that, I'm going to start dozing off. I'm going to be like, okay, I just want to get this over with, and that's going to take the interest away. So I kept doing that, and God sees that. So then eventually, I just kept doing that, and eventually started going to 10 minutes, then 30 minutes, then an hour, and so on and so forth. And then as I continue to be, now that I'm so receptive, he's showing me different ways through the thoughts or certain ways they're saying how to live. I started applying that in real life again, and he's seeing me be obedient in that, and eventually then he will start showing you supernatural things, and you just know the right time to keep doing it. We just have to keep that interest in zone, and at the same time, how we're going to do that is always by being honest with him, by making him our best friend, not just a God in the sky, like we just talk to him once a day and be like, oh God, just help us through this day and all that. Like he says, lean on him and acknowledge him in all your ways. Every thought you have, acknowledge him. Every word you speak, acknowledge him. Like it's okay with you. Everything you think, every action you do, you acknowledge him in it, and you make it like an adventure together. Like this whole journey, you just make an adventure together. Like think about if me and you were best friends. We can be, but it's like think about me and your best friends, right? Everything we do, we just do it together. Like we're doing everything together. Like now everywhere we go, we're doing it together. Everything we eat, we're doing it together. Everything we do, we're doing it together. You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna make you just always be honest. Because since we're used to each other in that way and we're always with each other, I can always be honest with you. I can always give you that true love, and then that's all we're gonna want. You know what I mean? And that's when the right things are gonna happen. You get me?
I see. Because it kind of reminds me of like one of my key interests when I was back in high school was like my grandpa was sick. He had like lung cancer.
Right.
And,
Sorry to hear that.
During that time, I went
Switching
to
arms.
church. Okay. And during that time, I went to church, and it was praying for people like send out like the praise for their families,
right.
or like their kids or like their pets, and I send out my prayer to my grandpa.
Right.
And the moment, like I still remember the moment. It was comforting. It was like it kind of smoothed my nerve because I was like quite nervous. I was worried about my. But for all of us, like that's like the standard of like when you like social with anyone or you date with anyone. Like you don't cheat on her, she don't cheat on you. You don't cheat on her, she doesn't cheat on you. Like you know, it's a mutual thing, right?
Right.
It's a mutual thing.
100%. Yeah. Right. But you know what it is? It just comes back down to that's what we want, and that it really sounds good. But then when you have an enemy that is so strong that no matter how good you try off your own strength, he can overpower you in some way. That's what people don't understand. So we need that protection. You know what I mean? Because even if you want to so bad, if he really wants to ruin it because we're not, or some people are not, or a lot of people are not really truly protected by God, he can overpower them, which can destroy things, which makes people fall into depression and hurt and pain, and then not wanting to trust in God because of things that we do when we should have avoided it in the first place by just leaning on God the whole way and going his way. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like yeah. Like I totally got you. Like I was just being wondering like some influencer they're spreading some toxic opinion to influence our next generation or this generation.
You're like how do they even become influencers, bro?
Yeah, how is people in this in society allow them to be famous?
Right.
Like how is like how they gonna get so many fans? How they gonna?
Why do you think?
Yeah,
everybody is crazy though. But how?
I don't know, man. But if they keep tagging themselves, it's like I'm individual, like you know, I have like special sauce. I'm different than the others, but you know, you are way over like the society standard.
But you see how much we love nonsense though, bro. That's the point. Like you see it. Why? Like it's like how do they become famous? It's like why do we entertain this? Because you see what happens to our mindsets. We have social media mindsets, so it's like we just like nonsense and stupidity. But then what happens to us? That's why most people have social media mindsets and think the same, and it's just nonsense everywhere, bro. That's why we have so much chaos and sin and things going rampant now, because that's what we entertain, and that's what we try to be like, you know what I mean? And it's just nonsense.
What I'm trying to say is, it's like the Bible is more like a spiritual thing with like a
it's a relationship thing, bro.
Yeah, it's a relationship thing. It doesn't really punish you for what you're doing, but
what do you mean it doesn't polish you? I don't want to say right today, because it refines you. It literally changes. It literally rebirths you. Like it refines you. It really changes everything about you. You have to be reborn when it comes to the Bible. He really shows you how to completely live the correct way now. So he really takes everything that we know basically and takes everything that's evil out, puts better things in, and upgrades what we got. You know what I'm saying? So he really changes everything about you to make you into that perfect person like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? The way he created you though. So he makes you like Jesus, but with your personality and the way you talk and the way you walk and so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? And remember, Jesus was perfect. So when it comes to Jesus, he's so perfect, like he would literally be best friends with any single person here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody would love him for real. Like no one, when you're in his presence, like everybody has, like you can't do nothing but love him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's that perfect, he's that great, he's that powerful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point though. And he's making us like a bunch of little hymns, you know what I'm saying? But just the way he created us. One more time for the peoples, that was a great clip.
Oh yeah.
So when you first came here, what happened?
I was kind of afraid to speak to random, to others, or
like,
talk in school, you know,
and give your thoughts.
Give all my thoughts, give all my perspectives. But it changed me little by little. But right now you can see I'm like fine with sharing anything.
Yeah, bro, you're mad funny. You're lit now, like for real though. And I know you were always lit at the same time, but we all go through it though, and that's why life is literally a journey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to go through it, and it makes you look back and be glad to where you came from, you know? Because if you were always like this, or if I was always like this from the start, like would we be as grateful? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So right now, like I really need to get a chance to go back, you know, to find like a local church. But I don't know, like I haven't go to church in LA yet.
Okay.
But I think I will.
I believe so, bro. Just pray on it, and God will lead you to the right one. But I'm glad that you said that though, because you see it's all over the place. It's in the air. Like more people are seeking about it because they see the nonsense and they know God is true and He's real, and like they really want Him, but they want to know how to really get Him for real. You know what I'm saying? No more of that routine and religious and Pharisee stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? People really want to, if they're gonna do this, they really want to do this. You know what I'm saying? They really want to know how to get Him. So that's why He's raising up His soldiers now, and it's bringing reformation to the church, and He's about to create a big shaking and change. But it's gonna come with a lot at the same time, though. So we all have to be ready for that as well. But it's gonna be a beautiful thing, bro. Right?
Yeah, it's more like spontaneous.
You know what I'm saying? But we have to start now because it is a journey. So that's why I said the best way to start even more now is, of course, just every day, bro. Just make sure you find time. The same way we're talking now, you just talk to Him the same way, bro. Like the same way, just talking. Man, I'm telling you, He just knows exactly what to do to answer everything at the right time in the perfect way. Just everything. So once you're done talking to Him, or you pray to Him, and you ask for something, you just go about your day. You don't think about it again, because all thinking is gonna do is gonna create doubt. It's like with courage. Like when you have to go do something that you may be scared of doing.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it too much, you're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? So with courage just comes from just not thinking about it, just going to do it. And no matter how you feel, you just go do it, and it just comes out. You know what I mean? And we all have to work on that. I have to work on that more sometimes too. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? So, but then on top of that, then you just, whenever He starts to give you those nudges on how to get closer to Him, whether it's to watch a video on Him, watch a sermon, to read your Bible, it's like, be real with Him. Like, always just keep being honest with Him. Just be like, yo, okay, I know I can genuinely give you this amount of time, and I'm gonna give my all into this amount of time, and then don't feel bad about it either, because He would rather literally 5 minutes of you being genuine instead of you giving an hour of fakeness. You know what I'm saying? Or just like not all of it. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, He will do so much more with that, and that's all He needs. You feel me? Every single day, every single time. And then you just see how the relationship just grows, and then you're like, wow, like this is really how you can experience God? Like, this is amazing. And then this life turns just like a video game, bro. That's how I see it now. Literally.
Yeah, like when was the first time you feel connection to God?
Whew, great question. But I believe it was really Well, okay, that question kind of go many ways. 'Cause I was filled with the Holy Spirit since I was 13 years old, so that was a real time. But I feel like I've always was connected to Him, even since a child, bro. Cause I don't know, I always, you know, how sometimes kids have like those imaginary friends and like things like that, and you have like, and it really feels like something. Like, bro, I was really rocking with that. But as I grew up, like God showed me that was Him. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah. So, but then as I got older, you have to get to a certain point where you get filled with His Spirit, so He can literally live inside of you. Cause we can all feel His presence. He poured out His Spirit upon us in the last days, so we all can like get in His presence and feel His presence. But then there's the point where we have to literally now let that Spirit literally live in us, so we can literally have control. Cause like the Scripture says, we have to abide in the vine, and while He lives in us, then He produces the works out of us, and all we do is just show forth it. You know, so we're the branches. So He inside of us, He produces the fruit with the vine and stuff like that, and us as branches, we just hold the fruit out. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So He just lives His life through us. You know what I mean? Bro just took me to the secret gym. We getting our workout in. How you guys doing? I'm with
Jacob.
Jacob. What up, Jacob? So long story short, I'm not going to keep you too long about it, but it's just I just want to let you know that, like the Scripture says, God says the thoughts that He has towards you is more than a grain of sand. So when you think about a beach, you know every little grain of sand?
Yeah.
He said the thoughts He has towards you is way more than that. You know what I'm saying? So everything about you right now, and it's funny, it's ironic, we're in the art place, right? You know what I'm saying? But we never think about ourselves as particularly like art, you know what I'm saying? He crafted you and sculpted you way more complex than any of these things could be. You understand what I'm saying? And when He did make that, He really loved that about you. So on top of that, He said, I already have everything set out for your life. Not only chat, I just low-key just walked into one of the most futuristic bathrooms I've seen in a while. I'm definitely about to record just opening the door again. Bro, y'all gotta see this. Hold up. I don't know. I don't know why that's so cool, low-key. When do you ever really see that for the most part? And it's funny, it's in an art place. Isn't that cool, bro?
It's sick. Yeah. I like punched it. And I didn't wait. I was like punching in front of it.
Wait, do you mind being on video?
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, it's so funny because I don't know why I was literally thinking about the same thing. I saw the button, I was getting ready to push that joint. I said, wave. I said, what kind of futuristic bathroom is this?
You can like kick it. You can do anything you want to.
Right. And I had to do that, bro. Do you mind if I ask you one quick question since I'm recording anyway? So that's what I'm doing. I'm here too, just recording what I do, and I'm just making a little vlog experience. But long story short, I'm about to probably say things that you heard before, but not like this though. The way I'm talking to you right now, same way you have a relationship with a girl, a wife, your mom, whatever, that's what He honestly wants. So you know, the more time you spend time with, hang with someone, you become like them, right? So check it. Let's hang out, let's spend a little more time together. And then as you learn my ways a little more, it's not for you to just be like, oh, life's gonna be boring. It's like when you do this, it's going to protect you from what the enemy really knows as Satan that's trying to harm us in certain ways. You protect yourself, you get stronger in that, and then when I see you're more likely you can handle it, I'm going to give you everything you need. That's why you got the coolest guy ever, who's literally God, who wants a relationship with you as like a best friend, literally, because when He made you, He said, the way you talk, the way you laugh, your personality, your sense of humor, He's like, I like that. Like that's how He's like, okay, now when I put you on earth, I want you to hang with me like that. I just don't know what comes to our mind when we think just because we don't have Him physically, we think we can't be like that with Him when it's like, that's. And then, here we go. Is there anything you want to add at the end of that?
Just keep preaching, man. Keep preaching positive. In here at the broad, just preaching, man. Just being a positive guy. I like it.
As it should be, you know what I mean? And just so I have the clip though, since we just said, if you don't mind repeating, just real fast, just long story short, I did some of what I said to him, but then I wasn't recording clear as day. But long story short was just to build that genuine relationship with him, and he already has everything sorted out and figured out and knows us better than we know ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So start taking your relationship with God, the same way you would with your wife, same way you would with your mom, any way like that. Start treating Him the same way, and then literally He's meant to be the best friend and the father that's supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, just keep it up, just keep doing it.
No, I don't want you to hurt, not at all. It's not that serious. Leave the world behind. It can't go with you. Only Jesus.